of the holy name.
Let's welcome our musically talented Perfect Harmony Club onto the stage with a loud Haribol!
Haribo!
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Can we do any better? Hare Krishna. Okay. So let's do a very powerful kirtan on this Gita Jayanti Eve. So I request all of you to just participate with us by singing along us, and also I encourage you to come and dance. So it will be a pleasure for our Lordships Radha Krishna Chandra. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Chandra ki Jai. Everybody together. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, everybody together, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
clap together,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Loudly.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Jai Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra Shri Radhe.
Jai Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Shri Radhe.
Jai Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jai Vrindavan Ram.
Jai Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jai Krishna Balaram.
Jai Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Prabhupada,
Nam Sankirtan ki. That was such a beautiful kirtan, a heartfelt appreciation to the Perfect Harmony Club for setting the perfect spiritual atmosphere. Can we have a round of applause and a loud Hari Bol? Hari Bol. Thank you, Perfect Harmony, for that great performance. Now I request His Grace Anand Shayan Prabhu to take us through the next segment.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. How many of you participated in different events? How many of you won a lot of prizes? Acha. Don't worry. Actual victory is even participation because all of you here have a special place in Krishna's heart. Why? Why? We are friends of Lord Krishna. Okay. We are spending some time to hear what Krishna said. That's okay. But does anybody know where in Bhagavad-gita Krishna says, anybody who explains this knowledge to devotees is very dear to me? Huh? Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Yes, in the 18th chapter, 67th verse, Krishna says this, that any devotee who speaks this knowledge is very special to him, right? So you all spend time here as friends of Lord Krishna, trying to hear, trying to share this knowledge of Krishna, trying to share this beautiful Bhagavad-gita. Now when you spend time in understanding Bhagavad-gita, you also become very dear to Krishna. So that's why I said you all have a special spot in Krishna's heart. Okay. So tomorrow is a very special day. What's that? For devotees, only devotees will know the answer. Gita Jayanti and Ekadashi. So double special. And soulful japa with His Grace Madhu Pandit Prabhu. So we are going to have an amazing day tomorrow if you wish to join us. Or how many of you are going to go to office and say, Prabhu, online I want to join. That option is also available. You can join us online, but it will be nice. Tomorrow is Gita Jayanti. Tomorrow is also Ekadashi, so double dhamaka. So if you can join us to chant 108 rounds with His Grace Madhu Pandit Prabhu. How many of you have done 108? Oh, quite a few. Very happy to see those hands. Now you have to inspire your friends also to join us for this beautiful chanting of 108 rounds. How many of you have done half of 108? 54. 64. Vrindavan, I guess. Okay. No, those who did 108, you should not raise hand for everything. Over 108. Now Prabhupada 16. Yeah, I've done. We know that in 108 it's there. Okay. Highest 108. Highest 108. Okay. Highest 64. Highest 32. Highest 16. Highest 8. Okay. And less than this I'm not going to ask because it's not highest anymore. Okay. Some kids yesterday they were asking me that Prabhuji, in your folk you tell 2 rounds, but we all chant 4 rounds minimum. And I was like in shock. Oh my God, what are they saying? Right? So it's a nice opportunity if you want to increase your chanting. You have 2 chances to increase your chanting and be with devotees and chant. The 11th canto of Bhagavatam says, you must chant with devotees. There's a beautiful verse on it. So if you want to chant with devotees, you have only 2 chances. One is Ekadashi, another is Mangalarti. So you can join us for Mangalartis on the weekends or on Mondays and also join us for chanting. It's a beautiful chance. Those who want to really taste Krishna consciousness, you should all be gaming for 16 rounds. Now I've done 2. Come on, I want to do more. Next level. Right? So it's fun, and as you chant more and more, life becomes beautiful, right? So with this, what's the next event? What do you want to do next? What do you want to do next? How many of you want to chant Bhagavad-gita? How many of you want to chant Bhagavad-gita? We are celebrating Gita Jayanti, so in advance, how many of you want to chant? Okay, so today's surprise, we're going to have that. No more surprise. We're also going to have chanting of the Bhagavad-gita, but we're going to wait for that a little bit. Up next, we have a very special association with a very senior, I would call a very humble devotee. His Grace Vasudev Keshav Prabhu. What's the topic? How many of you have seen the poster? What's the topic? God speaks. Okay. I'd like to now invite His Grace Vasudev Keshav Prabhu onto the stage. Shri Vasudev Keshav Prabhu is the GBC member of the Global Hare Krishna movement. He is the Senior Vice President of ISKCON Bangalore and Director of NEEV. Prabhu is a senior leader of the Hare Krishna movement and has been serving as a full-time monk at ISKCON Bangalore since 1998. That's over 25 years of Krishna consciousness. He is currently serving as the Senior Vice President of the temple and is a respected member of the GBC. Prabhu graduated from NIT Warangal and worked with Wipro Systems prior to becoming a monk. At the heart of Prabhu's service is his deep dedication to the deity worship, one of the central aspects to all our temple life. Under Prabhu's guidance, the temple maintains very high standards of worship for their lordships, Shri Radha Krishna Chandra, ensuring that every offering, be it daily pujas, festivals, or special rituals, are done with cleanliness, punctuality, and devotion, exactly as Srila Prabhupada taught. Prabhu is not only a temple leader, but also a mentor to many devotees. He helps and coordinates the efforts of various departments, offering both spiritual insight and practical leadership. Beyond the temple, Prabhu also serves as the director of National Institute of Value Education, NEEV, which conducts the Value Plus, a unique initiative that introduces value-based education to students in schools across India. This program helps build young minds and also develop emotional resilience. For youth, all of us seeking spiritual depth and practical life guidance, Prabhu is a living example of dedicated service, leadership, and unwavering commitment to Srila Prabhupada's mission. We're all excited to hear from you, Prabhu, about God speaking to all of us.
Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminithi Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Radha Krishna Chandra ki, Srimad Bhagavad-gita ki, Shri Shinitai Gauranga ki, Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Very happy to be here on this festive occasion of Gita Jayanti. So, Gita Jayanti is a very significant day, very important day for devotees, because it was on this very special day that Lord Krishna spoke the Bhagavad-gita to Arjuna. When do we get attracted to something, whether it be a person or whether it be something or whether it is anything in life, when we hear about its wonderful qualities, isn't it? If you are getting attracted to someone, you may be attracted because that if it's a person, that person is very rich, very famous, very powerful. These could be some reasons. If you get attracted to a book, you will get attracted to a book because, oh, the book is giving very good knowledge, very practical knowledge, very pure knowledge. So let us read this book. Just like we all get attracted to Krishna because of 6 wonderful qualities. What are those 6 qualities in Krishna that attracts us towards him? He is full of wealth, opulence. He is very strong, very powerful. He is very famous, the most famous person in the universe. And then he is very beautiful, most charming. And he's the most intelligent. And in spite of all these things, he is perfect in renunciation. We may have all these things, of course, we may have all these things, one of these things, not all of them, to a small iota. But Krishna has these wonderful qualities and then can renounce it also. Very difficult. So these are the 6 qualities as Parashar Muni mentions, and this is the exact definition of God. As student, when I was a young student, I was interested in knowing. We were all told to define terms. There's a section where you have to define things, exact definition of these things in physics, chemistry, and engineering. So this is the exact definition of God. God means who possesses 6 wonderful qualities in full, and then he's very attractive because of this. So now let us today hear what are those special qualities in Bhagavad-gita because of which we should feel attracted, pulled towards reading it and taking up this book seriously in our life. In fact, this was one of the verse, it was the verse I remember when I was in college and I was reading the Bhagavad-gita for the first time. I remember my exams were going on, and it was at that time that I got the Bhagavad-gita. So, and it was during that time that I came across this shloka, and I thought, wow, this is not an ordinary book. This is an excellent book, and look at what this book is. So Krishna himself is speaking in the Bhagavad-gita 8 special, unique qualities that puts the Gita at the highest pedestal. So this is, Krishna is mentioning these 8 qualities. Let us hear them and what they mean. It is in the 9th chapter of the Bhagavad-gita. The 9th chapter of Bhagavad-gita is the most confidential knowledge. Not just knowledge. Look at the text. It's not just knowledge. It is not just confidential knowledge, but the most confidential knowledge. And in that chapter, this verse comes. This is the 2nd verse of the 9th chapter, where Krishna says these 8 qualities, wonderful qualities of Gita. And so it goes like this. He says, Raja Vidya. This is the first quality of characteristic of Bhagavad-gita. So Gita is Raja Vidya. Raj means the king. There are many people in the country, but who is the best person in the country? Or the king, the prime minister. He is the most important person. In the same way, amongst all different kinds of knowledge that is available to us today, the Raj Vidya, the highest knowledge, the best knowledge is this Bhagavad-gita, Raj Vidya. It is not an ordinary knowledge. And what is this Raj Vidya that Krishna is talking about? There is something known as Jada Vidya, and this is Raj Vidya. Jada Vidya means knowledge of this material world that will keep you in this material world. But in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is pointing out our existence, real existence, is not to be in the material world. Our real existence is in the spiritual world. And this Bhagavad Gita gives us that knowledge about the spiritual world. It gives us the knowledge not only of the spiritual world, it gives us perfect knowledge of the material world also. We think that the knowledge of this material world can be gained from these, material books. That is, the knowledge in the material books is actually not really knowledge, it is ignorance. Jada vidya jato shab mayar vaibhav. Why it is ignorance? Because the knowledge of the material world as we hear it in this material world is only going to bind you further in the material world. But in the material world, we have this wonderful knowledge of Bhagavad Gita which can free you from this material world and take you to the spiritual world. And not only that, it tells us who we are. Who am I? Why am I suffering? Why am I getting diseased? No one likes to be diseased. If you go to a hospital, they will give you some temporary relief from a disease. But can any hospital give you permanent freedom from a disease? Nobody can give you permanent freedom from disease, only temporary relief. So this is Raja Vidya because it is giving us permanent freedom. No more disease, no more death, no more old age. This is a wonderful knowledge. This is why it is called Raja Vidya, the highest knowledge. It can take you to the spiritual world. So this is the first characteristic, Raja Vidya. Then the second, Raj Guhyam. It is not only the best of the knowledge, but it is the most confidential knowledge. And you see how wonderful it is. Confidential knowledge is not so easily revealed. In fact, the meaning of confidential knowledge is, it is confidential. It is not revealed. But you see, Krishna is so merciful, he is revealing the confidential knowledge in the Bhagavad Gita itself. The only qualification if we want to get this confidential knowledge, we should be devotees of Lord Krishna, eager to hear him. Prabhupada says, you can become perfect in Krishna consciousness in your spiritual life if you have one qualification. What is that? You must lend your eager ears. If you lend your eager ears, when you lend your eager ear, so not just ear, but eager ear, means you are eager to hear, means you are willing to become a devotee of Krishna. Hearing and following means I'm willing, okay, whatever Krishna is saying, just like you go to a doctor, you are eagerly hearing and then you're applying it in your life, you take those medicines, you follow those prescription, you will get cured. That means you're following the doctor. So similarly, if you become devotees of Krishna, by hearing Krishna very nicely, eagerly hearing, absorbing what, see how Arjuna heard Krishna? And then at the end of Bhagavad Gita, because he heard, he says, Nashta moha smritir labdhva tvat prasadat mayachyuta sthitosmi gata sandeha. Just by hearing, by becoming devotee, hearing means becoming devotees. Krishna is saying, all my illusion is completely dispelled. Nashta moha smritir labdhva. I have regained my intelligence by your mercy. So this Raja Guhyam, very easily the secret can be understood if you rahasyam. It's a rahasya. Krishna says in the Gita, Bhagavad Gita is a rahasya. Rahasya means it's a mystery. Same thing, confidential. Mystery cannot be easily understood. But bhakto sime sakha cheti rahasyami etad uttamam. This rahasya, Arjuna, you can understand, and he's telling to all of us can understand this rahasya, this secret, if we become devotees of Krishna. And to become devotee of Krishna means you should lend your eager ear. Then this rahasya is possible. And what is that rahasya that Krishna speaks? So, Guhyam, that secret that Krishna is speaking, here it is said, Raj Guhyam. And in the end of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita gives different kinds of secret knowledge. He gives Guhya knowledge, Guhya Tara knowledge. Guhya means secret. Guhya Tara means even more secret. And Guhya Tamam means the highest secret. So here in this verse, in the 9th chapter, Krishna says Raj Guhyam means the best of secret. And again in the 18th chapter, Krishna is repeating another way he is saying this word, but the best of secret. He says Guhya Tamam, Guhya, Guhya Tara, Guhya Tamam. And then further Krishna is saying Sarva Guhya Tamam Bhuyaha Shunu Me Paramam Vachaha. It is not only Guhya Tamam, it's a Sarva Guhya Tamam, it's the highest secret. Paramam Vacha, hear my supreme instruction. Ishto Sime Didam. He says, because you are my devotee, I am telling this to you for Tato Vakshami Te Hitam, for your benefit. So see, Krishna is so merciful, he is revealing to us the highest secret for our benefit. This is God. This is, Krishna is Karuna Sindhu. The most merciful Lord is Krishna. And what is that highest secret Krishna is saying? Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Just become my devotee, surrender unto me. Manmana bhava madbhakto, become my devotee. Madhyaji, worship me. And mam namaskuru, offer your obeisances to me. This is the highest secret. And it's so simple. We are not getting into this today. What are these 4 things? But it is so simple. Prabhupada said, recently I was meeting a family and they said, Prabhuji, what should we teach our children? Can you please tell us so that they don't get bewildered and swayed away in this material life? So I remember this quote of Prabhupada. Prabhupada says our children should be taught just one shloka of the Bhagavad-gita. They would apply it. And if they are taught these 4 things which is mentioned in the shloka, the children will receive the highest education and their all knowledge and education will be complete and perfect. And that is these 4 things. Rajvidya, Manmana, Bhava Madbhakto, Madhyaji, Mam Namaskuru. So this is the secret. But although the secret, in one sense there is no secret because all 700 shlokas, millions of copies of books are available, everybody has this. But yes, this mystery will not be revealed to us if we don't lend an eager ear, if we don't hear attentively, if we don't have faith in Krishna, then it is not possible. Krishna is telling us Krishna is the Supreme Lord, just like we have full faith in our parents. We have full faith in so many things. In the same way, we must have faith in Krishna, become his devotees, and this most confidential knowledge is revealed. Everything Krishna will reveal one by one. Who am I? Why am I suffering? How can I... everything, all questions, all doubts. Prabhupada says that when you reach a stage of spiritual life, you can actually talk with God. Krishna will speak with you. He will speak to you. So this is not to be taken sentimentally. It cannot be sahajiya, but it is possible. So Rajvidya, the highest knowledge, and the highest of the secret knowledge, not just ordinary knowledge, is revealed. And so just like Prabhupada gave a nice example, secret knowledge, you don't reveal it to anybody and everybody, isn't it? You'll keep it very confidential. You'll reveal it to whom? Only in him whom you have faith, in whom you have trust. So similarly, Krishna is just wanting us to become devotees. You become devotee of Krishna and all this knowledge, Krishna will inspire you. The whole message of Bhagavad-gita, Krishna will inspire you from within the heart. All your problems, solution to all problems, solution to anger, solution to this, everything will be, is there in the Gita. The more you read, the more you'll understand, the more it will be revealed. How not to become angry, how to be tolerant in all situations, how to be happy. Everything is there in the Gita. So Raj Vidya, Raj Guhyam, then Pavitram. Pavitram means it is the purest knowledge. We all want something pure, isn't it? This knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is so purifying. Simply reading it, reading the shloka and hearing the translation is so purifying. In the Gita Mahatmya, there's a verse, Mala nirmochalam pumsam jale snanam dine dine. Sakrit Gitamrita snanam samsara malanashanam. We take a bath every day to cleanse ourselves externally. That bath is external bath with soap and shower. We cleanse ourselves. Every day you have to take. But it says Sakrit Gitamrita snanam. But Sakrit means only once. If you take a bath in the nectarian teachings of Bhagavad Gita, then what will happen? Samsara malanashanam. Not only external, but the internal impurity will also be washed away completely. So this is the Bhagavad Gita. It is a pure, it is Krishna's chant. It is Krishna's words. There is no difference between Krishna and Krishna's words. So just like Krishna is completely pure, in the same way, Krishna's words are also completely purifying. You just come in touch with Krishna's word and you become purified completely. Just like an iron rod, Prabhupada gives an example. You keep an iron rod inside fire. After some time, that iron rod will not behave like an iron rod. It will behave like fire. The iron rod has acquired the properties of the fire because of it being in contact with fire. Same way, if you are in contact with the Bhagavad Gita, means you're reading Bhagavad Gita every day, you acquire the properties of Bhagavad Gita, which is completely pure. So we also become purified. You will experience it yourself. If you read Bhagavad Gita every day, you will see one kind of a awakening coming inside you. It will dawn upon you, who am I, why am I suffering, why I should do this. You'll become serious about spiritual life. And then you will not be disturbed with the ups and downs in this material world. You will easily cross over all these ups and downs in material because an internal realization has set in, a purification has set in simply by reading Bhagavad Gita. So, Rajavidya, the highest knowledge, Rajaguhyam, Pavitram, and then the fourth quality of Bhagavad Gita, it is Uttamam. So already Raja Vidya, the highest knowledge, and Pavitra, one more very interesting thing Prabhupada writes. What is the meaning of the Sanskrit root word of Pavitram? Pavitra means pure and Tam means of the highest order. It is not ordinary purity. So Pavitram means purity of the highest order. That is the Bhagavad Gita. It is no ordinary book. So, Pavitram, next is Uttamam. Uttamam means Tama means darkness. Uttama means beyond darkness, beyond this material world. Tamasi ma jyotirgamaha. So this Bhagavad Gita will lead you to light. So Uttama means the highest, the best, the purest, the transcendental knowledge, knowledge which has no comparison, no equal, no, it is like Krishna is Asama or Urdhava. Asama Urdhava means there is no one equal to Krishna, and Urdhava means greater. There is no one greater than Krishna. So in the same way, Krishna's words, the Bhagavad Gita, it cannot be equal. It is the highest, Uttamam, the best. So Rajvidya, Rajguhyam, Pavitram, Idam, Uttamam, and then Pratyakshavagamam. Now you may be thinking, oh, these are all very high words, very big philosophies. It is the king of knowledge, the best knowledge, the purest knowledge, the most secret knowledge. Is it something practically perceivable or is just a philosophy? No, so Krishna is saying here, it is pratyakshaavagamam. Pratyakshaavagama means it is not just an armchair philosophy, a philosophy to read and just be happy reading. No, it is a philosophy, it is a practice, and you can, pratyakshaavagama means you will be able to directly experience it, the transformation in your life. You will be able to practically perceive the changes. You will be able to practically feel, oh, this is a great knowledge. You will be able to relish spiritual life. And who can tell me whether you yourself will be the proof? You can give a certificate to yourself that now I can perceive this knowledge. Like Prabhupada gives an example. Suppose I am hungry and I ask someone, how will my hunger be satiated? How can I get rid of my hunger? And I tell you, you please eat something nutritious, nice, rasagulla, gulab jamuns, jalebi, samosa, and then you can, oh, if I eat like this, will my hunger go? You don't have to ask. You eat all these wonderful things, prasadam, and you yourself will feel that your hunger is gone. You can experience it directly. In the same way, if you read the Bhagavad-gita, you will be able to understand. You will be able to perceive. You will be able to see changes in your life. You will be able to see that I'm getting purified. You will be able to feel that your material, we are all under the influence of the three modes of material nature. Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamogun. You will see that you are progressing from Tamogun and Rajagun towards Sattvagun and further towards Shuddha Sattvagun. All these you will be able to experience because you're connecting with God. If you're connecting with God, it is but natural that you will become purified and you will start experiencing. Just like if you eat food, for sure, you will know that you're feeling energetic. Your hunger is satiated. You're feeling happy. So it is pratyakshaavagamam. It is actually perceivable. You don't have to ask anybody. And Krishna says in the Bhagavad-gita, if you connect, we are connecting with Krishna by reading his pure instruction. Krishna says in the Gita that Brahma Yoga Yuktatma Sukham Akshayam Ashnute. If you connect with God, Brahma, Atma. Brahma is God, we are Atma. Yoga. Yoga means to connect. So Brahma Yoga Yukta Atma, when the Atma connects with God, what will happen? Sukham Akshayam. Unlimited Sukha. Krishna is saying this in the Bhagavad Gita. Unlimited happiness, what? Ashnute. Ashnute means you will be able to perceive, you will be able to experience the unlimited happiness in you when you get connected to God. Just like you see, you touch a live wire, immediately all the electricity will flow in you, you'll get electrified. Similarly, when you connect with Krishna, you'll get electrified with Krishna consciousness. That is the change. So, Bhagavad-gita reading and understanding is this is the goal of human form of life. Every species have got ears. That's how they hear. But only this species, this human species, the ear is conducive for spiritual knowledge. So with the tongue we have to chant and with the ears we have to hear, and this is the most important duty in this human form of life. We are so fortunate and blessed that we have come in touch with a guru who's giving us this pure transcendental knowledge. And Prabhupada has made it even further simplified, reading and chanting. With these two things, you can become a self-realized soul. This is a further Sarva Guhyatamam that Srila Prabhupada has given us, has taught us. So, Pratyakshav, so this Brahma Yoga Yukta Atma, Sukham Akshayam, unlimited happiness you'll be able to experience. And you ask devotees who have been practicing Bhagavad Gita, they will tell you, yeah, our lives have changed completely. There are so many devotees, recently I was meeting one family and they were telling me that it's our regular schedule in the evening, we all get together, we do little kirtan and we read one shloka of Bhagavad Gita and we read the translation, we read the purport and just meditate on what Srila Prabhupada is saying. So this is something, it is like Prabhupada says, spiritual life is not optional. If you don't wish to go back to Godhead, if you wish to stay back in this material world and suffer the cycles of birth and death, then it's okay. But if you're really serious about your spiritual life, then reading Bhagavad Gita and Krishna consciousness is not optional. Prabhupada says it's a must. It's mandatory. Just like you see, all of us have got educated, right? All of us are graduates or whatever we are. Did any one of us think that education, or did your parents think that your education in this world from a college or one is optional? Anyone think like that? In fact, we don't even think. It is so must. It is a mandate. It is such a mandatory thing that we don't even think that it is optional or not, because it's a natural thing. Education is natural. It is mandatory. In the same way, knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, knowledge of Krishna consciousness is very natural to us. We are leading right now an unnatural life. We all have a natural position. For us to be in the water is unnatural. We have to have oxygen cylinder, we have to have this, and how long can we live? For us, the natural position is to be on land. For a fish, the natural position is to be in water. You put the fish out of the sea and put it on the land, he will not be happy. You can give the fish anything you want. Food, drink, air condition, world tour, fish will not be happy. In the same way, our natural position is to be constantly in touch with Krishna, is to be situated in spiritual life. That is a safe position, is to know God, is to make sure that I don't come back to this material world again. Krishna says, Mam upetyatu kaunteya in the Bhagavad Gita, punarjanma na vidyate. And he says, so if you come back to me, no more repeated birth and death. And if you come back, repeated birth and death, constant suffering. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, dukkha, doshanu, darshanam. Constant suffering. Krishna is, so you read Bhagavad Gita, so nicely, logically, scientifically, Krishna is explaining why Bhagavad Gita is not an optional, it's a must, it's for your good. As Krishna is saying, Tato Vyakshami Te Hitam. For our good, Krishna is saying. Krishna is saying, Arjuna, for your good I am saying. And see the result when Arjuna accepted it, Nashta Moha. My illusion is completely dispelled. All of us are living in this material world, a life full of illusion. If you want to dispel the illusion, Bhagavad Gita is the answer. So, Pratyakshavagamam, you can perceive it. It's not a false thing, it's reality. Pratyakshavagamam and then Dharmyam. The sixth characteristic quality of Bhagavad Gita, Dharmya means it's the highest dharma. There is no dharma higher than this. The knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita which is in the Mahabharata, it is said, Vyasadeva says, Ahara nidra bhaya maithunam cha samanam etat pashubhi dharanam dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesho dharmena hina pashubhi samana. If we don't follow this dharma of Bhagavad Gita, then Vyasadeva, who's the literal incarnation of, he is the one who compiled all these books, he says, we are living a life like animals. Vyasadeva is also God. So let's answer one question now. We said that this is the best dharma. This is the sixth quality. Rajvidya, Rajguhyam, Pavitram, Uttamam, Pratyakshaavagamam, Dharmyam. This is the highest dharma. But Krishna at the end of Bhagavad-gita is saying Sarva Dharman Parityajya. Krishna, the whole Bhagavad-gita, Krishna is talking of dharma. He says in the 9th chapter also it is the dharmam, this is the highest dharma. But finally at the end of speaking dharma, he is saying Sarva Dharman Parityajya. This is like one of the Charama shlokas or the concluding verse. So how do we understand this? After saying this is the highest dharma, Krishna is saying give up all dharma. Yes, what is the answer? Anybody would like to try? Sarva Dharman Parityajya, Krishna, give up everything. Yes, please. The highest dharma is to love God. Okay? Very nice. But where is Krishna saying to love God? In the Bhagavad Gita. He says, leave everything and surrender to me. Yes. So, yes, sir. Sorry? Living all together. Sannyasa, acha, leave everything. Leaving everything, understood. Leave everything, take sannyasa, that is the highest dharma. Yes. But none of us have left anything. See, we have everything. We have a big auditorium here to preach the message of Krishna. So you're right. We have to leave everything material. But Yukta Vairagya means to accept everything because everything is given by Krishna. We leave everything and we accept everything in the service of God. So if not in the service of God, we leave everything. Otherwise, we accept everything. So that's somebody else had something to say here? Yeah. Leave material things and attach to Krishna. Yeah. Correct. Yes. Krishna is the? Yeah, can't hear you. Please take the mic.
Krishna is the root of all dharmas.
Krishna is the root of all dharmas. Absolutely. So, Krishna is saying, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Take shelter of me only. So this means, Sarva Dharman means, we have all concocted whatever thing we think is dharma. We have to leave everything and surrender to Krishna. Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Surrender to Krishna is the highest dharma. This is what Krishna is saying. So this Pratyakshaavagamam Dharmyam, what is the highest dharma? Surrender to Krishna. So surrender to Krishna begins by reading the Bhagavad-gita and by chanting the holy names of Krishna. This is the highest dharma. So, Pratyakshaavagamam Dharmyam, and then the seventh qualification. Now you may say it's a very big knowledge. It is Susukham. Susukham means it can be practiced very easily. It is not difficult. How many of you find Krishna consciousness practice difficult? Chanting and dancing, is it difficult? Eating nice rasgullas, it is difficult? Reading very nice enlightened books, is it difficult? Going on a pilgrimage to wonderful places with trekking and all beautiful places, it is relishable? It is difficult? So nothing, Prabhupada says in one place, actually meat eating, intoxication, gambling, illicit sex is very difficult because you have to do secretly and you have to make a big arrangement for this. Isn't it? You have to do it secretly, no only. But here, no secret. Openly, freely, come to the temple, chant, dance, enjoy. And then when you feel hungry, have as much prasadam as you want. Easily, freely, we can do it. Eating, sleeping, meat eating, intoxication, gambling, you cannot do it freely. So you see, it's so simple to understand. The things which are sinful, the whole world is practicing that, doing that, addicted to that. And if you can be addicted to something that is not natural to you, that is difficult to you, is it difficult to get addicted to Krishna consciousness, which is natural to you? What is the answer? See, Prabhupada uses one beautiful phrase. He said, a devotee should be intensely intoxicated with Krishna bhakti. Not just intoxicated, but intensely intoxicated, and it is possible. Right now, we are intensely intoxicated in sense gratification. So if we can be intensely intoxicated in sense gratification, to become intoxicated intensely in Krishna bhakti is not at all difficult. So that is why Krishna is saying Bhagavad-gita knowledge is so sukham, and we should believe in this. We should not think, oh, what is this Bhagavad-gita, big 700, this, that. No, it is very, very simple. All that you have to do it, you have to go on practicing it every day, slowly, slowly, step by step. One shloka at a time. One shloka every day you read, apply, think, meditate. Just read. Reading itself is purification. That is the power of Bhagavad-gita. Reading Bhagavad-gita is something very natural to us. It should be pleasurable. Because we are madly intoxicated, intensely intoxicated in material sense gratification, so it is taking some time to purify. Because we are conditioned in one way, now we are trying to recondition ourselves. Just like you see, for a person who smokes, very difficult to give up smoking. But we don't smoke. Well, it's so simple. We are living an happy life without smoking. In fact, smoking is a headache. But for him, because he has become conditioned to smoking, he has to go through a process of reformation. In the same way, what is our process of reformation? Very simple. Read Bhagavad Gita every day. So, Susukham, and the last characteristic, Avyayam. Avyayam means this knowledge is inexhaustible. It is unending. It is an eternal credit. Means whatever in the material world, all knowledge and all things that we accumulate, it exhausts after some time. Today we are CEO, we are big, directors, and we are this, we are that. We have so many qualifications. We have a big bank balance. We have big designations. We have big house. Next life, can you claim any of these things? Can you claim, I was so and so, this house, that house is there. Maybe your bank account will also be there. And you had that. Can you claim that this bank account is mine? This house belongs to me. I don't have to study this life. Last life I studied, I was the CEO and I did a PhD. You'll say, get lost. Please study all over again. Yes, okay, whatever you had, now you are back to zero. Square one. But Bhagavad Gita knowledge, if you get this knowledge and you spiritually progress 10%, next life your spiritual journey will begin at 11%. So you see how nice this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So we have a material bank account, we have a spiritual bank account, and it is only this spiritual bank account, your spiritual assets, reading of Bhagavad Gita, chanting Hare Krishna, your devotional activities, only these assets will go with you in your next life. And we are all preparing for our next life. In fact, we should prepare so well that next life, I don't come back to this material world. I go back to the spiritual world, Goloka, and happily engage in Krishna's service, blissfully, live there without any worries. That's why it's called Vaikuntha, place which has no worries. This is Kuntha Loka, that is Vaikuntha Loka. Everyone wants to be free from worries and anxiety. There's a place Krishna is saying, come back to me. So these are the wonderful qualities, or that Krishna says. Bhagavad-gita is Raj Vidya, the highest knowledge, the best knowledge. Raj Guhyam, the most secret knowledge. Pavitram, it is the purest knowledge. Uttamam, the best of the knowledge. Pratyakshaavagamam, you will be able to experience your progress in spiritual life. Rupa Goswami also gives very beautifully how one progresses in spiritual life. There are 9 steps, all that you will be able to experience. Idam Uttamam, and it Raj Vidya, Raj Guhyam, Pavitram, Idam Uttamam, and then Pratyakshaavagamam, you can perceive it. Dharmyam, it is the highest dharma. Pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam. Susukham, you can practice it very easily, doesn't require, it's not at all difficult. And Avyayam, it is inexhaustible. It will eternally be a permanent asset in your life. You will never lose this. Imagine if you get something and you say, and somebody tells you, you have a bank account, you have got 10 lakh rupees. Now somebody tells you, you can keep using this 10 lakh rupees as much as you want, but the 10 lakh balance will never come down. Is it possible? This is the Bhagavad-gita knowledge. You have some asset, that asset will never deplete. All material assets will deplete, except this knowledge of Bhagavad-gita. So this knowledge has the solution to everything. Whatever problem you may be facing, it has answers to everything. There's one nice pastime, a real anecdote that happened with one devotee way back in 1970s. So there was this one devotee, he was an American devotee, and he was a temple president in one of the American temples. And he was having some problems, in fact lot of problems in managing his temple. He had, finance problem, he was not getting enough money, he didn't have enough devotees, and so many different problems he was facing. Financial problem, devotee problem, some management problem, temple running problem, this, that. He was completely disturbed and full of anxiety, and he thought, I'll leave the temple. Then finally he thought, no, how can I? He's a responsible person. He just was thinking like that. He said, let me go and meet Srila Prabhupada, and then Prabhupada, I'll ask him for a solution. Those days, it was just a fledged, it was early 1970s. There very few books were published, and Prabhupada was not so freely available. He was traveling everywhere. So he went to meet Prabhupada. Prabhupada was in Vrindavan. He flew from America to Vrindavan, and he had taken 3 days off because temple was in, all these different difficulties, so he had to come back again. So he said, 3 days I'll spend time association with Prabhupada, and then I will come back. So he went first day, he landed with a long face, and he told Prabhupada, I have come here, I have big problems in my temple, and I have come here to seek guidance from you so that I can get relief from all the problems. I have a list of problems, Prabhupada. Will you please hear me? Prabhupada said, yes, surely I'll hear you. And it so happened that during that time, there were many other devotees also who had come. And there was some kind of a festival or celebrations going on in the temple. So Prabhupada generally had become very busy. Many devotees had come, and Prabhupada was not able to give time to this devotee. So he tried to meet Prabhupada, 1 day gone, 2nd day gone, and then 3rd day gone. And then he had his ticket back. So 3rd day he came back, night he had to go. And again with a suitcase, he was on his way to airport. He wanted to pay obeisances to Prabhupada. He came again with a hung face, and he said, Prabhupada, I am leaving. Prabhupada says, you are leaving? But then your problem, we were supposed to discuss and find solutions to all your problem. He said, yes, Prabhupada, I've been trying to meet you, but I didn't disturb you too much because I know you're also busy guiding so many devotees. So I'll come again some other time, Prabhupada, when you're a little free. I'll take your appointment and I will come. That time I will hear from you. I'm leaving now. He was then a little sad. Then Prabhupada asks him one question. Have you read the Bhagavad-gita cover to cover? What is the meaning of reading Bhagavad-gita cover to cover? From beginning till end, everything. So they were all young devotees at that time. So he had somehow not read Bhagavad Gita cover to cover. He says, no, Prabhupada, I have not read Bhagavad Gita cover to cover. Prabhupada says, I want you to read Bhagavad Gita cover to cover. He says, okay, Prabhupada. And he picks up his luggage and starts to leave. Prabhupada says, where are you leaving? I want you to read Bhagavad Gita cover to cover, right starting now. Postpone your ticket. Sorry? You got a surprise. Okay. The Guru is saying, he cannot reject what Guru is saying. So he went back to his room, and now he was in anxiety because he had to go back. So he took up this because Prabhupada will not let him go unless he finishes reading the book. So he starts reading. Actually, this book, if morning till night if you read, only chant your 16 rounds and just basic eating and nothing else. In 3 days you can finish reading this book. It's not difficult. Some of you want to try, you can try, or at least in a week's time. So he sat, night only he started, took a short nap, got up early morning and started reading. And whole day he read Bhagavad Gita. And he was feeling little better. Next day, that day he slept and then again got up early, and again the whole day he read. And he read Bhakti Yoga, the devotional service and different qualities, characteristics, what should be our goal in life, what is the solution to all problems, tolerance, and everything he was reading and was absorbing. Very full concentration he was reading, and he felt much better. And then the third day, he completed reading the book. And then he was like, so he finished reading the book, and then he came down because he has finished reading, and he came and now met Prabhupada again. And this time his face was very bright, not like this. It was like this. Prabhupada. And then he met Prabhupada. So Prabhupada said, oh, you've come, so you're ready to go? He said, yes, Prabhupada, I'm ready to go back to US. Have you read Bhagavad Gita cover to cover? Yes, Prabhupada, I have read it. Very bright. And then he says, okay, so now what about your problem? We were supposed to discuss your problem. And then, mark his words, he said, Prabhupada, he did not say, I have no problem. Because material world means practical problems will be there. Don't think material world means there will be no problem. He says, Prabhupada, after reading Bhagavad Gita, I have found perfect solutions to all my problems that I was facing in the temple. I have no problem now. I know how to handle every problem that I was having. I am prepared. I am excited. Prabhupada says, this is the potency of Bhagavad Gita. And I knew the Bhagavad Gita can solve your problem. That's why I did not solve your problem directly. I told you to read the Bhagavad Gita, because if you read the Bhagavad Gita, all your problems will be solved. So you see the importance of reading Bhagavad Gita. So all of us must read, and reading is very, very powerful. It's you're hearing God. Imagine you take a book which is a nice author. You'll be so interested, na? Very famous author. Now whose book are you reading? Who's the author? Krishna. You read, the author is God. It's no ordinary book. So I'll read one or two quotes, and then with that we will close. The devotional service of the Lord consists of 9 principles of service activities, and they are hearing, chanting, remembering, serving the lotus feet, praying, those Shravanam, Kirtanam, those 9 processes of devotional service. Any one of them or all of them are equally competent to award the desired result, but they require to be practiced persistently under the guidance of an expert devotee of the Lord. So this is one word that we must remember. Practice persistently. Means our spiritual life, we have to be persistent in our practice. We should not give it up. Continue every day, fixed time. You have a schedule in your folk hostels, or even those who are not living in folk hostels. We have to practice it persistently. And then Prabhupada says, the first item, hearing, is the most important item of all. And therefore, hearing of Bhagavad-gita and later on Srimad Bhagavatam is essential for the serious candidate. So he says, hearing has to be practiced persistently and is essential for the serious candidate. Another one. Prabhupada is a conversation. Yes, we have got two process. One process is chanting. Another process, what do you think Prabhupada says the other process is? Exact word can somebody say? What did you all say? Reading. Yeah, you got it right. Reading what? And Prabhupada concludes it very wonderfully. What is the Yuga Dharma? Sankirtana. But Prabhupada gave us books. So, because unless we read and hear, we will not be able to chant. Otherwise, why did Prabhupada write books if it is just chanting? So here Prabhupada is a very nice, he says, so one process is chanting, another process is read books. And then he says, that is also chanting. See, reading books and chanting are two very powerful processes. Shravanam and Kirtanam. So I have one last quote. This, you have that quote with you? So we will read it along with the screen. So one more quote is there. Can someone please project it if it is available? And with that we will. Out of the 9 different methods, the first one, namely hearing, is the most important function in the process of bhakti yoga. Without hearing sufficiently and properly, SP, sufficiently and properly, no one can make any progress by any of the methods of practice. And for hearing only, all the Vedic literatures are there, compiled by authorized persons like Vyasadeva, who is the powerful incarnation of Godhead. And since it has been ascertained that the Lord is the super soul of everything, he should therefore be heard and glorified everywhere and always. That is the special duty of the human being. You see, Prabhupada is saying it is our special duty of a human being to hear sufficiently and properly and to hear and glorify Krishna. When the human being, now what happens if you don't hear? That is also there. When the human being gives up the process of hearing about all-pervading personality of Godhead, he becomes victim to hearing rubbish transmitted by man-made machines. Machinery is not bad because through the machine one can take advantage of hearing about the Lord. But because machinery is used for ulterior purposes, it is creating rapid degradation in the standards of human civilization. It is said here that it is incumbent means mandatory, compulsory, upon the human beings to hear. Because scriptures like Bhagavad-gita and Srimad Bhagavatam are made for that purpose. Living beings other than human beings have no ability to hear. Living beings other than human beings have no ability to hear such Vedic literature. If the human society gives itself to the process of hearing the Vedic literature, it will not become a victim to the impious sounds vibrated by impious men who degrade the standards of the total society. See, Prabhupada has so succinctly captured what is happening in the society today and what is the reason. Hearing is solidified by the process of chanting. It's a very nice quote. Prabhupada is talking about how we have to hear sufficiently and properly, and it's a must. This is the special duty in this human form of life. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any questions, or we have time, or any questions you have? Yes. Mike.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So how do we differentiate between actual Bhagavad Gita and materialistic perspective of Bhagavad Gita? So any symptoms of can we distinguish between the two while reading?
Actual Bhagavad Gita and material material aspect of Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah, because there are so many copies of so many authors who have written Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, and that's it. We have to read the Bhagavad Gita as it is. That is the Bhagavad Gita written by Srila Prabhupada and not any other Bhagavad Gita, because Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita itself that this knowledge can be accepted only by a person who is coming in the disciplic succession, in the parampara, evam parampara praptam. So it is only this Bhagavad Gita. Practically you take any other Bhagavad Gita in the market, you will not find the entire parampara written here. But in this, the entire parampara list is there, starting from Krishna at the end of the introduction. It is there before the first chapter. Krishna gave this knowledge to Brahma, Brahma gave it to Narada, Narada gave it to Vyasa, and like that it has come down through our present acharyas and finally to Srila Prabhupada. He is the 32nd acharya in the whole sequence. And so if you read this Bhagavad Gita, because Prabhupada has received it from a devotee, pure devotee, who received it from a pure devotee, and finally who all finally received it from Krishna, it is unadulterated, pure knowledge. So we are receiving the Bhagavad Gita, directly hearing it from the author, Krishna, and understood from Krishna. And so this Bhagavad Gita as it is, that's why this title is not just Bhagavad Gita, it's Bhagavad Gita as it is, without any change. So because a pure devotee, Srila Prabhupada, has written it and he comes in the parampara, this is the Gita which is perfect, and any other Gita is not advisable because they will not be coming in the parampara sequence. And if practically also if you see, statistics show that this Gita is the largest selling Bhagavad Gita in the world. The statistics show that. It has sold some many millions of copies worldwide. No other Gita comes even close to it. Since you asked, I'm just giving data to this Gita. So, yes. Yeah, some more questions are there, please. There, blue one. And then front, then after him in the front.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
So Prabhu, in chapter 6 Dhyana Yoga, so Om Iti Akshara Brahma, Krishna has referred.
Yeah.
So for that the proper from Srila Prabhupada, his Hare Krishna is equal to Om Iti Akshara Brahma.
Yeah.
So how come Om is a pranava mantra relates to Hare Krishna mantra?
Yeah. How come Om is a pranava mantra? Prabhupada explains that Om also can be chanted. It is not that, but chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is even more effective than Om, because Krishna came down as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and gave us the specific mantra for this day and age. And this Hare Krishna mantra, just like Om is in the Bhagavad Gita, Hare Krishna mantra is also in a scripture. It's called the Kali Santarna Upanishad, and it is said, Iti Shodashaka Namnam Kali Kalmasha Nashanam. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached this Hare Krishna mantra, and in this Krishna is there, Krishna's energy is there, Krishna's pleasure, everything is there. So Om is a subset of Hare Krishna. Krishna is the superset. From where is Krishna coming? From where is Om coming? From Krishna only, na? Krishna has said this Om in the Bhagavad Gita, so it's coming from Krishna. In the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Krishna name itself is there. And Krishna has personally come in this Kali Yuga. So more recent, this is a more up-to-date knowledge. And so all of us chant this Hare Krishna mantra because it's there in the scriptures. It is there what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said. It is the Yuga Dharma. And Kali Yuger Dharma, Krishna Nama Sankirtana. This Krishna Nama Sankirtana is a Kali Yuga Dharma. So both are Krishna's name, but Hare Krishna is better. It's a superset.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, after this you can take.
If the future is already written, do we have really free will?
If the future is already written, do we have free will?
Really free will?
Yes. If the future is already written, do we have really free will? Yes, you do have free will. And the future is written. So how it works? If you change, you see there are two kinds. If you use your free will in Krishna consciousness, then it works in one direction. If you use your free will in your material gratification, it works in different direction. And here is how it works. First, let us understand, if you use your free will only in material, you are using a free will. Now, we are all using a free will. So in the material world, we have come with a set defined happiness and distress. You may use your free will in whichever way you want. Your happiness and distress in the material world on a material platform cannot be changed. It will remain same. But that doesn't mean that you won't act. You cannot say, my happiness and distress is etched, so I don't have to work. No, Krishna doesn't say that in the Gita. Krishna says you have to do your duty. To Arjuna he says that. You perform your normal duties, and if you're on the material platform, material duties, your happiness and distress is there, but you still have to do your duties. So in the material plane, yes, we have free will, we have to do our duty, and our happiness and distress, the sum total of happiness and distress what we experience is same. Now using your free will, you work a little more hard, you may get something more, you may get something less, but the effective happiness that you will go through it will remain the same. The path may get altered little bit by using your free will. So that is on the material plane. On the spiritual plane, when you use your free will in Krishna Bhakti, although your destination is fixed, but with your changing free will, like today I have done something. My destination is, my destiny is fixed, right? So the moment I change my free will with my freedom, I keep changing my actions to do more Krishna service, my destiny is also changing. So every moment you use your free will in Krishna's service, your destiny keeps changing, but every moment it is fixed. It is fixed today. That fixed thing may change tomorrow, but it remains fixed for that particular moment. Are you understanding what I am saying? It's a transcendental thing. Today it is fixed. Now, next 7 minutes, I can either chant one round or I can engage in sense gratification. If I chant one round in the next 7.5 minutes, I changed my destiny. But then that's fixed. After 7 minutes, my destiny becomes fixed. So it's like a very unique thing. Every moment, destiny is changing closer to Krishna and it's fixed there. You understand? It's a transcendental, it's achintya bheda bheda. So you can change your destiny in Krishna consciousness, is what it is said. Otherwise, your destiny is by and large fixed. Yes, yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So as we know that Krishna is the Supreme Father and He is the most merciful and most compassionate towards us. So as we wanted to enjoy, so He sent us to this world to enjoy, so that we can enjoy. So why doesn't He created the world in a way that we can enjoy? And why is it that even after wanting to be enjoyed, we are not able to enjoy here? And second question is also there, that how to follow Krishna consciousness when you know that anytime you can fall down, and there are many incidents that people followed Krishna consciousness, but after some time they left everything and they are nowhere now.
Thank you. Your first question, he created this world for us to enjoy, but why has he created this world where we cannot enjoy? So this is a question that a devotee will ask. Because you have become a devotee, you have come to this realization that there is no enjoyment in the material world, which is the correct understanding. But for a non-devotee, today how many people are here? Just about 300 people. Balance 1 crore population of Bangalore is enjoying nicely outside. They are not thinking that there is no enjoyment. If they also think there is no enjoyment, we would have 1 crore people here. But they are all thinking, oh, there's so much enjoyment. So, devotee thinks that there is no enjoyment because he has gained some realization. There's actually no enjoyment. There's a very nice conversation. So one devotee is reading one shloka. In the Bhagavad-gita, there's a shloka which says, happiness in the mode of goodness, happiness in the mode of passion, happiness in the mode of ignorance. So Prabhupada, so happiness, can somebody find that shloka? Happiness in the mode of ignorance, passion and goodness. Tell me the shloka number. With this we will close. So, 18, 36. Yeah, this is the one. So happiness that which in the beginning may be just like poison, but at the end is just like nectar, which awakens ones to self-realization, is happiness in the mode of goodness. So mode of goodness, happiness is first very difficult, poison, later becomes nectar. Okay. Happiness in the mode of passion is nectar in the beginning, but poison in the end. This is perfect material civilization. We are all enjoying, whole night enjoy, eat, drink. It's very nectar. But the after effects of that we all know. We've all gone through that, right? So happiness and passion is nectar beginning, poison in the end. And happiness in the mode of ignorance is poison beginning, poison in the end. Now, this devotee got interested to know more about happiness in the mode of goodness. So, the happiness in the mode of goodness is what? Poison in the beginning, nectar in the end. So, this devotee asks the question to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, can I please know at what point the poison will end and the nectar will begin? It's a very interesting question. He's thinking. Happiness in mode of goodness, we are supposed to be in the mode of goodness, but it's poison in the beginning. In the sense, of course, it's sukham, sometimes chanting rounds and coming to the temple, it may look a little difficult. So, in that sense. So, of course, this is not, our practice is transcendental. It is not even goodness. So, he says, what point the poison will end and nectar will begin? So, Prabhupada replies, it was he says, this nectar is an illusion. Just look at the answer. He says, there is no nectar in the material world. So Prabhupada is giving an even higher knowledge. Because this is talking of mode of goodness. We are not talking of Bhagavad Gita as in the mode of goodness. It is transcending the mode of goodness. It is Shuddha Sattva. It is transcendental goodness. So in the material world, no matter what you do, minus Bhagavad Gita, maximum it can be goodness. And whatever happiness you're getting. So this question was, why Krishna has created? Your question was, why there is no happiness in the world? Prabhupada answers is, you're right. There is no happiness in the material world. The happiness that we are thinking outside us is an illusion. Only a devotee knows there is no happiness, there is only illusion. That's why he says, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Doshano Darshanam. Yeah, your second question was what? How to follow Krishna consciousness when you know that you can fall down any. Yeah, very good. We should always be conscious. We are living in the kingdom of Maya and our influence is very powerful. So we should be very careful. We should chant our rounds nicely. We should read every day. And we should come to the temple every weekend or as far as possible associate with devotees. So all these are our ammunitions. Chanting, reading, hearing, prasadam. So sometimes these ups and downs, as long as we have not become perfect in Krishna consciousness, these fall downs will be there. Like Prabhupada gives an example, a child who is walking. Has anyone learned to walk without falling? Every child has fallen down. Every child. We have all fallen down 100 times before we learn to walk properly. So just because we fall down, falling is a part of the process of learning to walk properly. So walking is there in us. But as long as we have not perfected ourselves, falling will happen. So how to protect ourselves? You go on with your duty, just like a child. When he falls down, he again gets up. So you continue your practice of Krishna consciousness. Do not worry. Sometimes fall downs will happen. When fall downs happen, pray to Krishna. Feel repentant. That is very important. Krishna, I am so fallen. I have no qualification. I am so frail, I am so weak, please protect me. Like this humble prayer should be made. Krishna is seeing what's in your heart. Prabhupada says, Krishna is revealed to one who is repentant in his heart. Krishna is revealed to a repentant devotee. So stick to KC, there will be fall downs because we are living in this world of Maya. But if you're sticking properly, and so slowly these fall downs will reduce. And then one day you will be perfect in Krishna consciousness. So pray nicely to Krishna to protect you. Krishna is there. If you pray to him, he'll protect you. And chant nicely, read nicely. These are the ways. And you have to go on with your spiritual life. Child will fall down. He will not say, oh, I'm falling down so many times, I will not walk. Let me sit like this. He will never grow. Every time he falls down, he gets up. This should be our role. Yeah.
Prabhu, this might be more political questions basically, based on Bhagavad Gita. Want to ask, Prabhu, what does Bhagavad Gita teach about the duty of youth in nation building? Because if you see, today many of us are focused only personal success, maybe from different religion people on different, maybe like Hindu is practicing Sanatanism and Muslims are practicing and all, right? And if you see total political systems after 1967 also it's fallen down, right? Even like in Parliament Committee, it always says that after 1967, the real nationalism has gone down, right? So my question is what Bhagavad Gita says about it, like how youths or everybody of this nation, how they should approach towards a nation building.
Right. How do we do nation building with the help of Bhagavad Gita? What is the root cause if we analyze? Actually, if you see, in the last 50 years, we are agreeing that there has been a decline in so many things. And that's why this question. But actually, if you see, economically we have grown. We are a $4 trillion economy, third largest in the world. Technologically we have grown. As far as products and goods are concerned to enjoy ourselves, we have grown. So many ways we have grown. Scientifically we have grown. Technologically we have grown. Economically we have grown. But we all know there is no growth. There's something lacking inside us. So values have declined. tolerance, anger, hatred, depression. These things have declined, although economically, financially, monetarily we have grown. So this is where Bhagavad Gita is addressing. We have to change our hearts. We have to purify our hearts. So Bhagavad Gita is a knowledge which will change the persona of a person, which will change the personality of a person. It will help him to learn how to be forgiving, how to purify himself. So our heart and our mind is filled with these 6 enemies: Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Lust, anger, hatred, greed, all these things. So when you read Bhagavad Gita, there is a heart purification that happens. We have to change, look within, we have to change ourselves first. Because who is building the world? Nation building is built by people. So it's the people who have, by becoming a servant of Krishna, we become purified, our thoughts become purified, and then we know, then what? Then we know that we are all children of God. Right? We are all children of God, whether you take any religion. Finally, there is one God, and we are all children of God. So we are all brothers and sisters, isn't it? So will we want to give harm to any brother and sister? That's why we address each other as God brother. So once we read Bhagavad Gita, we get to this knowledge: I am a part of God, he is also a part of God, he is also part of God. We are actually all brothers. We are just in different bodies. We are pure spirit soul. So I must cooperate. Like in a family, we all cooperate with our brothers and with everybody. So we must cooperate. So everyone in every country must cooperate with each other. There should be no war, because they are all our, they are our brothers. We are all one family. This is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Earth has one family. So that's how this Bhagavad Gita teaches us to see everyone as equal. Not to see... there's a verse in the Bhagavad Gita which says that we see every soul as a pure spirit soul. Covering outside, panditaha samadarshinaha. We become pandit, we become very intelligent, because we treat everyone with compassion. This is what is missing in the world today, right? Krishna is saying, you learn the Bhagavad Gita, you will see everyone equal. You will see him as, you will not see the external bodies. Right now we are going by external bodies. He's an American, he's an Indian. Today I am an Indian, I'll die. Next life I'll take birth in America. Then I'll fight for India. See how silly it is. And after that, nobody will see. In a war, suppose 2 countries are fighting. After that, nobody will see whether he was an Indian soldier or some other country soldier. They'll all be cremated. That's finished. Designation is existing only till we are living. So this is what Bhagavad Gita teaches us, to transcend the material designations and see everyone with love. Seeing God as one Father. So that's the answer. Hare Krishna.
With great humility and heartfelt gratitude, I would like to offer my sincere thanks to His Grace Sri Vasudev Keshav Prabhu for those insightful and inspiring words. Krishna consciousness is natural and definitely full of happiness. Your guidance continues to shape our hearts and minds, and we are truly grateful. Thank you, Prabhu. Can we have a round of applause and a loud Hari Bol for Prabhu?
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, everyone. Now we will continue the devotional atmosphere with the recitation of Bhagavad-gita chapter 12, Bhakti Yoga. So if you are ready, can I hear a loud Hari Bol?
Hari Bol! This chapter is all about pure devotion and the qualities of a true devotee, the very essence of today's festival.
We will chant the verse one by one in a lead and follow format.
And once all the verses are completed, we will read the English translations together.
So please join with devotion as we chant chapter 12 of Bhagavad-gita.
Now I request His Grace Ananchayan Prabhu to take over and lead the Gita recitation.
Hare Krishna. For the benefit of all, we will be displaying all the verses on the screen. Okay. Some of them are there for service. Okay. There are some very interesting, surprising announcements also after this. Don't miss that. Special gifts also. Okay. Okay. We will start with prayers. Please join me. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Together, please chant once. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We're going to chant the 12th chapter of Bhagavad-gita, which is the heart of Bhagavad-gita. And Prabhupada calls it Devotee's Character Manual. This chapter is very interesting because Krishna takes on direct questions from Arjuna about the most confusing thing of Indian spirituality. Should we worship somebody in form or without form? So this Krishna directly answers, very special. The second thing, Krishna does not give up hope on any devotee. He's encouraging devotees so much. So it's an encouraging chapter. He says, if you cannot do this, don't worry, do this much. You cannot do this, you do this. By doing all these different steps, you will grow in your devotional life. So this is something very amazing. Krishna reveals his heart to Arjuna in this chapter. My dear Arjuna, you do this, you will come to me. So he's speaking to he's revealing his heart. Devotional service is being spoken of directly. Krishna spoke karma, jnana. He told how to come back to him, what is the nature of this material world. But in this chapter, Krishna openly speaks about direct devotional service. So this is a very sweet chapter. Therefore, it is the heart of Bhagavad-gita. Okay? I will go line by line for this chapter. So we will have a lead and follow. That means I read and you can follow. We will do this in a very unique manner. We are not going to read translations immediately. We are first going to read all the verses. After that, we are going to come back to the translation. Arjuna uvacha evam satata yuktaye bhaktas pariyupasate ye chapyaksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Shri Bhagavan uvacha maya vesha mano ye mam नित्ययुक्त उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतास्
श्रद्धया परयोपेतास्
ते मे युक्ततमा मताः
ते मे युक्ततमा मताः
ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देशम्
ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यम्
अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते
अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते
सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च
सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च
कूटस्थम् अचलं ध्रुवम्
कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम्
सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामम्
सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामम्
सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः
सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः
ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव
ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव
सर्वभूतहिते रताः
सर्वभूतहिते रताः
क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम्
क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम्
अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम्
अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम्
अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम्
अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम्
देहवद्भिरवाप्यते
देहवद्भिरवाप्यते
ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि
ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि
मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः
मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः
अनन्येनैव योगेन
अनन्येनैव योगेन
मां ध्यायन्त उपासते
मां ध्यायन्त उपासते
तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता
तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता
मृत्युसंसारसागरात्
मृत्युसंसारसागरात्
भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ
भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ
मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्
मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्
मयि एव मन आदत्स्व
मय्येव मन आधत्स्व
मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय
मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय
निवशिष्यसि मयि एव
निवशिष्यसि मय्येव
अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः
अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः
अत चित्तं समाधातुम्
अथ चित्तं समाधातुं
न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम्
न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम्
अभ्यासयोगेन ततो
अभ्यासयोगेन ततो
मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय
मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय
अभ्यासेऽपि असमर्थोऽसि
अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि
मत्कर्म परमो भव
मत्कर्म परमो भव
मदर्थमपि कर्माणि
मदर्थमपि कर्माणि
कुर्वन् सिद्धिम् अवाप्स्यसि
कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि
अतैतद्यप्यसक्तोऽसि
अथैतदप्यसक्तोऽसि
कर्तुम् मद्योगमाश्रितः
कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः
सर्वकर्मफलत्यागम्
सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं
ततः कुरु यतात्मवान्
ततः कुरु यतात्मवान्
श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात्
श्रेयो ज्ञानाभ्यासात्
ज्ञानाध्यानं विशिष्यते
ज्ञानाध्यानं विशिष्यते
ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्याग
ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्याग
त्यागाच्छान्तिरनन्तरम्
त्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम्
अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानाम्
अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां
मैत्रः करुण एव च
मैत्रः करुण एव च
निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः
निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः
समदुःखसुखक्षमी
समदुःखसुखक्षमी
सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी
सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी
यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः
यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः
मयि अर्पितमनो बुद्धिः
मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिः
यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः
यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः
यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको
यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको
लोकान्नो द्विजते च यः
लोकान्नो द्विजते च यः
हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैः
हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैः
मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः
मुक्तो यस्य च मे प्रियः
अनपेक्ष शुचिर्दक्ष
अनपेक्ष्व शुचिर्दक्ष
उदासीन उदासीनो गतव्यतः
उदासीनो गतव्यतः
सर्वारंभ परित्यागी
सर्वारंभ परित्यागी
यो मद्भक्त समे प्रियः
यो मद्भक्त समे प्रियः
यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि
यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि
न शोचति न काङ्क्षति
न शोचति न काङ्क्षति
शुभाशुभ परित्यागी
शुभाशुभ परित्यागी
भक्तिमान्यः समे प्रियः
भक्तिमान्यः समे प्रियः
समशत्रौ च मित्रे च
समशत्रौ च मित्रे च
तथा मानापमानयोः
तथा मानापमानयोः
शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु
शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु
समसङ्गविवर्जितः
समसङ्गविवर्जितः
तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी
तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी
सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित्
सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित्
अनिकेतस्थिरमतिः
अनिकेतस्थिरमतिः
भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः
भक्तिवान् मे प्रियो नरः
ये तु धर्मामृतमिदं
ये तु धर्मामृतमिदं
यथोक्तं पर्युपासते
यथोक्तं पर्युपासते
श्रद्दधाना मत्परमा
श्रद्दधाना मत्परमा
भक्तास्तेतीव मे प्रियाः
भक्तास्तेतीव मे प्रियाः.
So we will now have the translations. Arjuna inquired, which is considered to be, I'll read this by myself, which is considered to be more perfect, those who are engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested? The answer to that is the continuing of the chapter. The Blessed Lord said, Blessed Lord is who? Krishna. He whose mind is fixed on my personal form, always engaged in worshipping me with great and transcendental faith, is considered by me to be most perfect. By those who are, but those, now Krishna is telling about those who worship him, worship the Brahman, but those who worship the unmanifested, that which lies beyond the perception of the senses, the all-pervading, inconceivable, fixed and immovable, the impersonal conception of the absolute truth, by controlling the various senses and being equally disposed to everyone, such persons engaged in the welfare of all at last achieve me. For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very troublesome. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied. For one who worships me, giving up all his activities unto me, and being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotional service, and always meditating upon me, who has fixed his mind upon me, O son of Pritha, for him I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. Now Krishna is going to speak a ladder of yoga. Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus, you will live in me always, without a doubt. My dear Arjuna, O winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulated principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, you will develop a desire to attain me. If you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then you can try to work for me, because by working for me, you will come to the perfect stage. If, however, you are unable to work in this consciousness, then try to act, giving up all results of your work, and try to be self-situated. If you cannot take to this practice, then engage yourself in cultivation of knowledge. Better than knowledge, however, is meditation, and better than meditation is renunciation of the fruits of action, for by such renunciation, one can attain peace of mind. One who is not envious, but who is kind friend to all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor, who is free from false ego and equal both in happiness and distress, who is always satisfied and engaged in devotional service with determination, and whose mind and intelligence are in agreement with me, he is very dear to me. So Krishna starts speaking about the qualities of the devotees, as Prabhupada mentions. He for whom no one is put into difficulty and who is not disturbed by anxiety, who is steady in happiness and distress, is very dear to me. A devotee who is not dependent or on the ordinary course of activities, who is pure, expert, without cares, free from all pains, and who does not strive for some result, is very dear to me. One who neither grasps pleasure or grief, who neither laments nor desires, and who renounces both auspicious and inauspicious things, is very dear to me. One who is equal to friends and enemies, who is equipoised in honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy, who is always free from contamination, always silent and satisfied with anything, who doesn't care for any residence, who is fixed in knowledge and engaged in devotional service, is very dear to me. He who follows this imperishable path of devotional service, who completely engages himself with faith, making me the supreme goal, is very, very dear to me. Srimad Bhagavad-gita ki, Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada ki. So thank you very much for joining us for this chanting. We have a few announcements to make. I'll use the podium. Okay. Which is the next big festival we have? Vaikunta Ekadashi. So, how many of you are already registered for Vaikunta Ekadashi? This year we have lesser number of service slots. There are a few of you who have not registered. So, please see. Wait, keep your hands up, keep your hands up, keep your hands up. So, please see left and right. You have some friends who have missed out. So, please take out your mobile phones, help them register. Can we have the link for Vaikunta Ekadashi? Vaikunta Ekadashi is one of the grandest celebrations we have here at ISKCON Bangalore. It is a nice opportunity for you to serve Shri Shri Srinivas Govinda and Shri Shri Rajadi Raj Govinda. Shri Shri Srinivas Govinda Govinda, Shri Shri Rajadi Raja Govinda Govinda. So it's a very rare opportunity that you all get. So don't miss this. Immediately please scan, register yourself. We'll have service meetings and service allocations beginning from right the next week. So if you miss out last minute, you don't get sufficient service, you feel upset, we'll not be able to help. So let's not give that opportunity. Let's not get into that situation. So please register yourself. The dates are on 30th December. It's a Tuesday. You can come here. We'll have early morning beautiful sevas, and you can also be part of the temple services. Okay. So this is the link. You can immediately scan and please register. Those who missed, please register. I hope my head isn't blocking the QR. Okay. We also have the link. You can go to this link, bit.ly/ve-2025. You can definitely visit that link as well. Or you can scan the QR, it will take you to the same page. Okay. So I have one good news and one super good news. Which do you want to hear first? No, first which one? Super good news. Okay. Fasting for Vaikunta Ekadashi is on 31st of December. No, I've not told the super good news yet. Okay. 31st is Sankalp. You all know that. You're all excited? Okay. You all want to see what Sankalp looks like? Yeah. Okay. So, 31st is the fasting for Vaikunta Ekadashi. Will we all miss fasting? We're all devotees of the Lord. So some of you may take non-grains. All of that is part of fasting, Ekadashi fasting. We fast from grains. So how are you going to celebrate New Year? Big question mark. How are you going to celebrate New Year? Feast? No celebration is complete without a feast. How are you going to celebrate New Year then? Online feast. Where you go online and see all the items you ate last year for Sankalp. Is it like that? Association, okay. Non-grain feast, yeah. So we're going to have a grand non-grain feast. Our devotees are working on a nice punchy menu for all of you. Probably something very unique we have never seen before. You're going to enjoy this non-grain feast. So don't start your new year by breaking a Ekadashi fast. You would have done service nicely on Vaikuntha Ekadashi and then break a fast. Sounds very odd. So we have nice opportunity for all of you. We're going to have bhajan clubbing, the latest trend which we have already had, I guess, in ISKCON. But it's something that we are catching on to. We are going to have a grand celebration. We're going to have an amazing theatrical play. And what better way to open up your new year? I always say this, what starts well, ends well. So you start your new year with a bang, with grand celebrations, with devotees, with Krishna, with Sankirtan, with theatrical play, with band performance, with a feast. What else you want? What else do you want? Anything we're missing? With your friends, folks only you forgot. With your friends, so this is your opportunity. 31st evening, we start from 7 p.m. You all can hop in, you all can join us. We're also going to have a special New Year's gift. Are you all excited? Only those who said Haribol will get the gift. Okay. So, okay. We'll just have a peek into how our Sankalp looks. Oh, yeah, okay. There's something there I forgot to inform. Anybody who registers to Sankalp today, I told you there is one more surprise, right? So the mega surprise I revealed to you, there is fasting on 31st, not on 30th for Vaikuntha Ekadashi. Sorry, yeah, for Vaikuntha Ekadashi. The bigger surprise is anybody who registers to Sankalp today is going to get an opportunity to join us on 20th and 21st for a complimentary trip to Udupi. More surprise? Fun? But offer only stands if you register today. So, do we have the link? Okay. You can meet your folk guides and you can register today. Also on the folk app, can you all open your folk app? You can go to your folk app. You can register for Sankalp. Don't miss this opportunity. Take a screenshot of you registering today. You get a free trip to Udupi. Haribol. So Udupi is the place where Lord Krishna's deity, which was carved by Vajranabha, who is the grandson of Lord Krishna. According to the instructions, this deity was carved according to the instructions of Rukmini herself. So it's a very ancient, beautiful deity of Krishna, believed to be more than about 5,000 years ago or a little more than that. So it's a nice opportunity for all of you to join. But this offer stands if you register to Sankalp today. Haribol. Some of you are Haribol, some of them are in shock. Don't worry, if you're thinking about how to register, remember this very old saying, friend in need is friend indeed. And whatever is his money, you can also borrow that money. Okay? Thank you. Hare Krishna.
I thank His Grace Ananshan Prabhu for helping us recite the 12th chapter of the Bhagavad-gita and letting us know about the events happening in the upcoming months. And thank you everyone for that devotional recitation. The atmosphere feels truly elevated.
And now comes one of the most exciting moments of Fete Gita, the prize distribution ceremony.
Since 2 p.m., so many of you enthusiastically participate in contests, quizzes and interactive activities across different venues.
Your participation showed creativity, teamwork and most importantly, eagerness to explore the wisdom of Bhagavad-gita.
So without a further ado, we would like to invite His Grace Pavanitai Prabhu on stage to felicitate the top performer. We now request all the winners to come forward as their names are announced. Please receive your awards with a big smile and a loud Haribol from the audience. So for the Jam event, winner is Niket Prabhu under the guidance His Grace Shri Vigraha Prabhu. Haribol! For runner-up, we have a tie between Parth Prabhu under his grace, Sundar Vigrah Prabhu, and Nayan Prabhu under his grace, Sundar Govind Prabhu. Can we have Parth Prabhu here? Hari Bol. Next, for the quiz event, the first position is Dilip Prabhu and Shashti Prabhu under the guidance, His Grace Sudharma Krishna Prabhu.
Hari Bol.
For the second place, we have Jyotish Prabhu and Manoj Kumar Prabhu under His Grace Rajeshwar Prabhu. I request Jyotish Prabhu and Manoj Kumar Prabhu to come onto the dais. Third place goes to Sujay Prabhu and Amrit Prabhu under the guidance of His Grace Shri Vigrah Prabhu. Hari Bol. Next event is Pick and Speak event. Winner Mayank Prabhu under the guidance His Grace Sundar Govind Prabhu. Hari Bol. And the runner-up is Sanjay Prabhu under the guidance of His Grace Ram Sevak Prabhu. For creative writing event, the winner is Ritik Kannan Prabhu under the guidance His Grace Pavanitai Prabhu. Hari Bol. And the runner-up is Prem Kumar Prabhu under the guidance of His Grace Vijay Vasudev Prabhu. Hari Bol.
So next we have turncoat debate. The winner is Gagan Prabhu under his grace.
Runner-up for Pick and Speak.
Pick and Speak event runner-up.
So for creative writing, the winner is Ritik Kannan Prabhu under the guidance of His Grace Pavanitai Prabhu. Hari Bol. Runner-up, we have Prem Kumar Prabhu under the guidance of His Grace Vijay Vasudev Prabhu. Hari Bol.
I request Vijay Vasudev Prabhu to give out the prizes. So next for the event turncoat debate, we have winner Gagan Prabhu under His Grace Pavan Nitai Prabhu.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. And runner-up is Ratnadeep Prabhu under His Grace Shri Vigraha Prabhu.
Hari Bol. I request each folk members to give a round of applause and please kindly encourage them.
So next event is Gita prepared speech, in which the winner is Ritik Prabhu under His Grace Anant Shayan Prabhu.
Hari Bol.
And the runner-up is Ananda Prabhu under His Grace Anaga Govinda Prabhu.
Hari Bol!
So next event is open book test. The winner is Likit Prabhu, under His Grace Anaga Govinda Prabhu.
Hari Bol!
So runner up is shared by 3 people. So Sai Manush Prabhu, under His Grace Ram Sevak Prabhu, Amal Pratap Prabhu, under His Grace Ram Sevak Prabhu, and Suresh Babu Prabhu, under His Grace Shuddha Bhakta Prabhu.
Hari Bol! We have love feast after this. I request everyone to keep giving them a round of applause to encourage them.
So the third place is shared by 5 people. So I call upon Janardhan Prabhu, under His Grace Sudharma Krishna Prabhu, Rahul Shrihari Prabhu, under His Grace Anant Shayan Prabhu, Lohan Prabhu, under His Grace Anaga Govinda Prabhu, Hansraj Prabhu, under His Grace Anant Shayan Prabhu, and Tirth Prabhu, under His Grace Ram Sevak Prabhu. Can we have a round of applause and a loud Hari Bol? So I repeat the third praise once again. Janardhan Prabhu, under His Grace Sudharma Krishna Prabhu, and Rahul Shrihari Prabhu, under His Grace Anant Shayan Prabhu, Lohan Prabhu, under His Grace Anaga Govinda Prabhu, Ansraj Prabhu, under His Grace Anant Shayan Prabhu, and Tirth Prasad Prabhu, under His Grace Ram Sevak Prabhu. Congratulations to all the winners and a big appreciation to every participant. Your enthusiasm made this event vibrant.
I thank His Grace Pavanitai Prabhu and His Grace Vijay Vasudev Prabhu for felicitating all the winners, and congratulations once again to all the awardees. Hari Bol!
And now, let's continue the celebration with more spiritual energy and music. Hare Krishna. Now that our amazing participants have been recognized, it's time to lift the mood even higher.
I'm very eager to start Sankalp 2022 with mantra chanting. As you can see, all the audience are eagerly waiting for us. So see you then. Hare Krishna.
Celebrating here everything connected to the Supreme Lord.
A wonderful pastime of Lord Sri Krishna.
I'm very excited to take the laddus.
Jalebis.
Chaklis.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to start my new year with folk.
We are going to rock.
Amazing experience. It was the best way to start the new year.
I expected this much and I got this much. New Year with folk is such a surprise. This is the best experience and best New Year of my lifetime.
Hare Krishna. You know, in ISKCON, we don't need gym memberships.
Because after 10 minutes of stand-up kirtan, you have already burned 500 calories and gained unlimited Sukriti. What do you all say, folks?
With great excitement, we invite once again incredibly talented Perfect Harmony Club for a powerful stand-up kirtan performance.
This is your moment to stand up, clap, sing, dance, sway, whatever helps you express your devotion.
So please rise up, join your hands, and let the vibration of the holy names fill the entire space.
Please welcome our musically talented Perfect Harmony Club with a loud Haribol!
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, let us all do a powerful Harinam Sankirtan. What do you all say? For Sankirtan powerful, we all should sing together and we should dance together. I request all of you, you can stand up on your own places or you can come forward, you can dance. Let's enjoy, let's dance for the pleasure of Shri Shri Radha Krishna Chandra and Prabhupada. Haribol! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare. Oh! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, भगवान् विष्णु
Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu
मङ्गलं गरुडध्वजा
Mangalam Garudadvaja
मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्षा
Mangalam Pundarikaksha
मङ्गलायतनो हरि
Mangalayatano Hari
मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु
Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu
मङ्गलं गरुडध्वजा
Mangalam Garudadvaja
मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्षा
Mangalam Pundarikaksha
मङ्गलायतनो हरि मङ्गलायतनो हरि मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुडध्वजा मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्षा मङ्गलायतनो हरि मङ्गलायतनो हरि
Harinam Sankirtan ki! That was the trailer to our New Year's event Sankalp. I request a member to introduce the team.
Hare Krishna. This much energy only. Hare Krishna! Yes. So, on my left hand side, we have Madhav Prabhu on the Mridanga.
Haribo!
You can see here. Yeah, we have Bharat Maharaj Prabhu on the Wampers. We have Gaurav Prabhu on follow-up singing. We have Akhil Prabhu on the harmonium. We have Anirudh Prabhu on kartals and follow-up. And here we have Balaji Prabhu on the electric guitar. Here we have Ravindra Prabhu on follow-up singing and kartals. Here we have Nakul Prabhu on the flute. And here we have Janardhan Prabhu on kartals and follow-up singing. And And here we have Jagannath Prabhu on follow-up singing and kartals. And I'm Prakhar Gupta on keyboard and lead singing. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Perfect Harmony, for that energetic performance. Can we have a loud Hari Bol for them once again? Hari Bol! Thank you, dear folks, for being such a wonderful audience. With these programs, we hope each of you take one more step forward in your spiritual journey.
Now, I request each one of you to attend Folk Guide Meetup at the respective venues, which will be announced now, so please listen carefully. So, folks under Anaga Govinda Prabhu to assemble at OAT, Anant